Angel's friend. Angel's friend. Angie Town. The paradise you've always dreamed of has a special friend for whom the moment to grow up is there, and so she has to leave. For the challenge is hard, but the warm is her heart. That rid of all your fears. The rewards on the way if you keep having faith. You're gonna learn to fight with an angel and an high-speed flight. She's gonna read your mind, protect you from the devil's fight. Even if you feel safe, don't you know that there's a danger hiding? You can just make it through with love and an angel's light.
Ugh, I can't do it. Ugh, how are you supposed to shrink this book?
Poor Basilisk. Those two blackmailers have you controlled. And through you, they have control of me.
Hey, Sulfus, are
Huh?
you listening?
Huh? What's the problem?
This. I can't make it any smaller, so there's no way I'm carrying it around to school like this.
Observe. Huh.
Huh?
Want some advice? Behave like gas.
Behave like gas? But I'm gas! Ah! Huh?
Sulfus has really disappointed me. I can't reveal my true feelings to him now. Oh well, at least I still have my friends. Uri, are you okay?
Yes and no. I'm studying up on my terrestrial, Sarah Jane, and my seventh sense tells me that something big is gonna happen today.
Well, don't worry about it for now. We've got to get going to school. We have a lesson with Cassidy.
Oh, I totally forgot about it. We better hurry. We sure don't want to keep her waiting. On the way, would you mind quizzing me on some facts about Sarah Jane?
Okay, how old is Sarah Jane?
Ask me a hard one. 15 stars.
You mean years?
Years, yeah, right.
Don't worry, years and stars are the same thing.
No, they're not.
No?
No, sweet. They certainly are not. But I have one more question for you that I bet none of you girls will be able to answer for me. Since you're going to be extra busy in school this year, you must be extra diligent to keep an eye on your earthly one to guard and protect them. And to help in your efforts, I give you this.
It's called a spy bell, and it will alert you every time your terrestrial has a problem.
So, this thing, this bracelet, will tell us when we're supposed to intervene, is that right?
No, you'll still have to honor the rules of the veto and go up against your opponent in the challenge room.
To see who gets the first move on our terrestrial.
Exactly, Kabale. If only the others knew it.
Don't worry, Prof. I haven't studied at all.
My spy bell is ringing.
So what are you waiting for? Fly to your earthly one, and as always, tempt her like a devil.
Then you think I should get going now?
Go, of course, and guard and protect her like an angel does.
Perhaps we should give her a hand.
She'll be fine, Raph. And for you, I have a different task. You and Sweet will stay here and help set up the internet.
Into what?
Internet. Sweet Mistress Omnia will come and explain everything. And Mickey, I think you could use a little bit of exercise today. Why don't you go directly to the gym?
Fitness zone? Oh.
Exactly. You won't get respect as a devil if you're as fat and flabby as you are.
I'm just big-boned, sir.
Sarah Jane's classroom should be right around here. Oh! There she is. Yup.
And here I am, too.
Kabiria, you've also got a spy bell, huh?
You think they only gave them to angels?
I'm not here to argue. I'm here to protect Sarah Jane.
Give up because I'm here to tempt her. It seems like she's actually interested in the lesson.
What are you talking about? It is that way.
But how can that be? Learning math is so out of fashion.
Oh, I see. You haven't read your guidebook.
Of course not. Studying is for angels.
Well, if you had, you'd know that Sarah Jane is at the top of her class. She's captain of the volleyball team, and she's on the student council, and she's an amazing musician and pianist.
In short, a real nerd. Everybody must hate her.
On the contrary, it says here that Sarah Jane is very popular among her classmates, and it seems they often turn to her.
Oh, I'm sure they turn to her to copy her homework. But I seriously doubt that anyone actually wants to spend time with her. You can't have fun with a nerd.
Well, we're about to find out.
Hey, Sarah Jane, you got a second? Can we ask you a little favor?
Of course. We saw you were taking notes in class, and we were a little distracted. You can copy my notes. I got everything down.
See?
Thank you. And also, we wanted to ask you something.
If you want to go out with us, maybe one of these days?
Huh? Go out? Together? Well, of course. I thought that maybe we could take a little trip to the mall for some shopping. See? Well, I'd really love to do that with you, but usually in the afternoons, I go home from school and practice my piano.
The nerd has to spend her time practicing.
And she has to study.
And study and study and study.
What are the bad girls doing here?
You didn't hear? They were kicked out. And they got held back.
For another year.
Well, okay then. No, wait a minute. Let's hang out. I'm sure I can move some things around. Just give me a chance and I'll let you know, okay?
Okay.
I want to go out with them, but first I have to get permission from my mother.
Why is she so worried? Does she mean her mother won't let her hang out?
Well, maybe she will. And if that happens, I could push Sarah Jane to disobey her mother.
Just you try it.
Headmaster Cassidy has given Gnosis and me the important role of assisting your class with your tech and internet setup.
In short, she gave us the lamest job.
Gnosis, was that necessary?
Devils tell it like it is. I can't help it.
What nonsense. Well, let's get started. Oh. It's not working. I don't really understand this devilish technology.
Devilish technology is, of course, my field.
Your field, huh?
Okay, after you lift it, fly up using your wings to thrust. Hold it up here for a few seconds, and that's one single rep. You got it?
Clear as mud. I might drop it on my foot.
Don't worry, I'll be spotting you. You don't have to want to be the strongest person in the room, right?
Come on, my chubby friend. Faster, faster.
I really hate running.
I can't take it. I'm so bored. Sarah Jane's been practicing for so long on that piano.
Yeah, it must be really tiring.
It's tiring to my ears. I'm beginning to think this gadget doesn't work. So far, nothing interesting has happened for us to even be here.
For once, I agree with you.
I guess that means Mom's back.
Huh?
Hi, Mom.
Did you already finish your piano practice?
Yes, Mom. By the way, I wanted to ask you something. I was wondering if one of these afternoons I could go spend some time hanging out with my classmates.
What's that? Go out?
Just for a few hours shopping at the mall.
You can do no such thing. Not with your concert coming up.
But it's 3 months away.
Exactly. You've only got 3 months to practice. It's an important concert, and we've got to make sure we look good.
We? I'm the one that has to play.
But I'll be there in attendance, watching you play with a lot of important people, and I expect your performance to be perfect.
Please, Mom?
I said no. The subject is closed. You will not end up as a failure like your father.
It's not fair.
She's right. Her mother shouldn't force her to give up everything and all her friends for the sake of playing the piano.
Well then, she should just disobey her mother. Come on, Sarah Jane, show us a little spine.
Leave her alone.
I knew she would say no. She forces me to practice for hours and hours, all for that stupid concert. I want to go out with my friends.
Good. Good.
Why do I even bother practicing? Wait a minute. Mom wouldn't even notice if I stop, since she doesn't ever get home before dinner.
Great idea.
No! Disobeying is wrong.
But you yourself said it wasn't right to keep her shut in all the time.
It isn't right, but...
You look a little unsure, confused.
I'm not confused. Sarah Jane should talk to her mother directly. Yeah.
But she just did, right? No. The only thing is for her to disobey her mother, and I'm gonna convince her to do it.
Only if you knock me out.
Oh, that'll be my pleasure. I'll be waiting in the challenge room.
Help! Must lie down in bed.
Poor Gas. They really roughed him up in the fitness zone. But at least he'll sleep really well tonight. I have to find a way to warn Raph. I have to tell her about her mother and those two villains holding her hostage. Basilisk! Where do you think you're going? I should follow you. It could help me find out what's going on. Darn! I lost him! I have to be faster next time.
The snake has arrived.
Well, I see your powers are working properly.
You had any doubt?
Of course not. Otherwise, we would not have requested your services. Basilisk, let us see if anything interesting happened today.
Uri hasn't gotten back yet? Not yet.
Strange. She left this morning.
Well, maybe she's still out there guarding her terrestrial. Yeah, more terrestrials, more problems.
I think this year is gonna be really hard.
Here we go. Whoever wins this challenge will get the first move on Sarah Jane.
Tell me something I don't know, and get ready for the agony of defeat.
I'm gonna make it your choice. What do you want to change the challenge room into?
Let's see. Enigma. I wonder what that means.
Enigma? I wonder what that's supposed to mean.
No one told us the challenge room was different this year.
But we knew they were upgrading equipment all around the campus, and I'll tackle anything to guard and protect my earthly one.
Well, if you're jumping in, I'm right behind you. But where exactly are we?
I can't see anything with all this sand in my eyes.
Then do something, stupid.
Meteor, fly!
You were actually helpful.
You're welcome, Kabiria. Sarcasm aside. Even without the sandstorm, we can't see very much.
No worries, I can fix this. I have a special ability in the darkness. Night fly!
Wow! I didn't think you liked doing things that were beautiful and good.
Beautiful, yes. Good, no.
Approach me.
What is that?
I think it's the challenge we have to beat to prove who deserves the first move on the field with Sarah Jane.
So, what are we waiting for? Hey, are you our challenge?
I am Enigma. I ask, you answer.
It's just like a quiz.
You, Kabiria, what are you?
What do you mean? Hey, watch it!
I see the truth. Answer and do not lie if you do not want to die.
Well, I'm a devil, of course, obviously.
Answer from your heart.
I'm elegant and snobbish, and I look down on everyone because I think I'm better than all of them.
And you, Uri, what are you?
She's a loser.
I have to answer from the heart. I'm an angel. I love the earth and nature and my photographs. They make me feel good.
Stupid angel. She answered right the first time. I have to catch up if I don't want to lose.
Here are your friends. If you had to choose, who would you throw off a tower?
Well, that's easy. First gas. He'd bounce. Then, Sulfus would be the next to go. And Kabale, I wouldn't throw it off.
How would you answer that question, Uri?
I like all my friends the same. I wouldn't throw any of them off of a tower. Those beams are deadly. Flower, fly! These plants will shield me.
Answer me. Who would you sacrifice between Raph, Sweet, and Mickey?
I said none of them!
Wow, she's pretty brave.
Last question, Kaburia. What do you really want?
To win. To beat Uri and to tempt Sarah Jane.
And you, Uri, what do you really want?
Kabiria thinks I let you walk all over me. What a jerk! I don't want anyone to think I'm a second banana or a sidekick. Actually, I want to be the leader of the group. But what am I thinking? This ambition is wrong. I want all my friends to succeed, and I want my earthly one to...
Kabiria has won the challenge, and you, Uri, have been defeated.
It's all gone. It was just a simulation.
Oh, that was painful.
Too bad for you. Did you hear the Sphinx? I won. I get first move on the field with Sarah Jane. What time is it? I'm so hungry.
Almost 18 hours. You were in the challenge the whole time?
Apparently I was, but it didn't feel that long to me.
Maybe because you lost.
Gas, are you there?
He went into a trance. He often does when he's hungry. So, Kabiria, you didn't tell the room to change and transform?
It happened all by itself. We found a huge Sphinx right in front of us with a bunch of questions.
And how did you answer them?
I'm sure with stupid devil answers. Speak for yourself, Pipsqueak. I answered them correctly. It's your stupid friend Uri that missed the last one and lost.
Was it really very hard?
I lost the challenge, but I refuse to lose the battle. I won't let Sarah Jane disobey her mother's wishes.
And we'll give you a hand.
Well said. We're a team, right?
And luckily, we don't have class this afternoon.
Well, we don't have class either, right? Come on, devils! Supreme temptation! Come on, Gas, let's go!
Oh, but I'm not done!
She's really good.
She practices every day, and her mother doesn't even let her go out to see her friends.
But that's not fair.
I know. Sarah Jane might disobey her. She wants to sneak out.
That's wrong, even though it isn't fair.
That's right. Now you understand what the problem is?
Don't worry, we can find a way to protect Sarah Jane from Kabiria's temptations.
Who knows what she's cooking up? Huh?
I'm sure we'll find out soon.
Who could that be?
You called for a crew of piano tuners?
Actually, it's been sounding just fine.
That's for us to decide, little missy.
Just what are they up to?
I have no idea, but they want to get their hands on Sarah Jane's piano.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Hey everyone! Do you hear this pitch? Isn't it out of tune?
Just terrible.
Horrible.
I hate to tell you, but it sounds like you don't know how to play.
It must be a problem with the strings. They're so sensitive.
She won't be able to play if the strings are damaged.
But that's not fair. She has to decide based on her own free will.
Please be careful with the piano.
But of course, if I broke one of these strings, then you wouldn't be able to play on it or practice on it for a really long time.
She's right. I hadn't thought of that.
Repairing a piano takes a long time, and of course, you can't play on it while we're working on it.
If a string was broken, I wouldn't be able to practice for the concert. Then Mom would have to let me go hang out with my girlfriends.
Here you go, little missy. You're all set.
All done!
Okay, let's get going.
Huh? Wait! You forgot your pliers! I got it. They're trying to get Sarah Jane to break the piano.
So she'd have an excuse to hang out with her friends.
But that's worse than disobeying.
That's right! Ori, you have to put a stop to this!
But how? Sarah Jane wants to be with her friends, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no one should be forced to stay at home alone.
That's true. I don't know what I would do without my best friends.
That's the answer. I just thought of a way for Sarah Jane to see her friends.
I know. Are you going to give up and let her break the piano?
Not at all. Come on, come with me. I'll need your help. Flash, activate metamorphosis.
Hawks, activate metamorphosis.
Lula, activate metamorphosis.
Butterfly, activate metamorphosis.
To guard and protect.
With love and honesty, with wisdom and sincerity,
We leave the spirit world and become human.
They must have found out that they're missing a pair of pliers.
Excuse me?
Who are you?
I'm your new neighbor. And these are my friends.
So, what can I do for you?
Well, we heard you playing some music and...
I understand. Sometimes it can get annoying. But don't worry, I'm done practicing.
You're way off.
Huh?
What Sweet meant to say was we loved listening to you.
Really?
Of course. I can hear you every day from my apartment. And today I asked all my friends to come over with me so we could listen to your music together.
Your friends must line up to come listen to you, huh?
Actually, I never thought to invite them.
What are you waiting for? Don't you know? Listening to music with your friends can be a blast. Here we are. Now we'll see what Sarah Jane has decided.
Give it up. She'll sneak out and disobey her mother.
Hey, girls! Remember that invitation you offered? I've decided to accept it.
Fantastic!
Yes, what did I tell you?
But I'd like to propose a small change of plans. Instead of us meeting at the mall for shopping, why don't you come to my house? I have to practice piano, but if you come and hang out, I'm sure you'll enjoy the music I'll play.
I knew it! Yes, Sarah Jane!
How silly. I'm sure they'll say no.
That sounds like a great idea. We've been wanting to hear you play, and while you're practicing, I can go in the kitchen and make us some tea.
And I'll bring along the dessert.
I lost.
And I won! I can also be the best, just like Sarah Jane.
Basilisk is on the move, and this time I won't lose him. But where is he going? It's like he's being remote controlled. It must be the strange spell put on him by that girl Blue. He stopped in front of that wall. But why? The wall opened up to let him pass through.
Sophus, you followed Basilisk? You curious cutie.
I want to know what you and your friends are plotting.
They aren't my friends.
But you work for them, right? What do you have against Wrath? Why are you holding her mother hostage? Tell me!
You'll just have to wait for that answer. But since you've come such a long way, I suggest you follow me.
Hey, wait a minute! Where are you going?
The paradise you've always dreamed of has a special friend for whom the moment to grow up is there, and so she